We are again matside at the World Championships in Tokyo. This time I'm sitting alongside Ruben Houkes from the Netherlands. And if we talk about education and we talk about children, then really Ruben is the best man to talk to. Good afternoon, Ruben.
Thank you, Sheldon.
Tell us a little bit about what it is that you're involved in, because not everyone at home is going to know, the whole structure of the International Judo Federation and where you fit in. So maybe, your role, your job title, your role, and a little bit of what that entails.
Okay, thank you. Nice to be here in this historical building then. My role in the International Judo Federation is I'm part of the Judo For Children Commission. And under the umbrella of Judo for Children, we have a few projects, and one is a really big project that's judo in schools, and especially primary schools, where we try to leverage the DNA, the values of judo, the DNA of respect, resilience, working together, all those values that I think are really necessary in society. We try to give them to the children. And in all kind of projects nowadays, I think almost in 50 countries all around the world, we try to build sustainable programs where we leverage the values of judo.
And how did the project get underway? Is this something that you had some previous experience of?
Yes, for sure. Me and my colleague Ziggy Tabaksnik, who also a former judo player, 15 years ago we already started in the Netherlands a program, and we were still competing, and Ziggy just stopped judo. We were building an organization in the Netherlands, and we wanted to do something back for society. We wanted to give back, and something judo gave us. We wanted to see if we could do something with that, and we said in the Netherlands a lot of people perceive judo as pedagogical, like it also was intended. And we said it's interesting, perhaps we can do something with those values of judo. Not at first learn the children the techniques of judo, but learn them about working together, about respect, about not picking on each other, about all those kind of beautiful values what we are lacking sometimes in society. And we started a program where we put the values up front, and for sure we wanted to make it as fun as possible. 6 weeks during school time, 6 weeks after school time, 6 weeks in a judo club, where we said to all the judo teachers in the Netherlands we work together with, you're from this day you're an trainer, a combination between entertainment and training. And we go to primary schools with you. We give the primary schools judo gis, judo mats, and a beautiful program where for sure we believe that if children practice in the school judo program, they will benefit it for life. And they will build some skills that they can use throughout their own lives, even if they don't continue with judo. So we put that together, and we started on one primary school in the Netherlands. We have now around 500 primary schools, almost 50,000 children practicing in that program. And it's an interesting program. And then we got in contact with the International Judo Federation, I think already 6 or 7 years ago, and to see if we can help and work together to build and shape or perhaps guide federations who need programs like that or already have programs but still the programs can be stronger, to see what we can do together. So that's where we started.
So here were two highly experienced competitive judoka who were aware of the importance of judo as an education and judo for children, and you moved your focus from high performance competition to just giving judo to children in schools as a pastime, as a recreation, as a fun, as an educational thing. When did you first become aware of the possibility that was something that you could take on? Did you have somebody who fed this to you? Were you influenced by somebody, maybe a former coach or something?
No, not really. I think it's just what judo does to you. It's originated as a pedagogical, educational sport where it's not only about winning competition, but about adding value to society. It's not about being better than you, but about being better than yesterday. And I think we started to realize that in society nowadays, and also back in the days 15 years ago, you see people behave strangely. It's not common to give each other a compliment in business-wise, or to say, hey, you did a great job, or to touch each other on the shoulder. And if you look at that on the schoolyards, you see children picking on each other. You see classroom with a lot of energy, etc.
A lot of friction, yeah.
Yeah, and we thought, wow, interesting. Our sport, judo, has all kind of values in it that can be interesting for children. And we started to communicate to primary schools, first for sure in the Netherlands, that we are going to change the dynamics in classrooms. We're going to learn the children about working together, or we're going to change the dynamics in the classroom. And we said, oh, and by the way, we're going to do that with the methodology judo.
It's funny because a lot of people have attempted similar things like this because they want to get into schools, but in my experience they wanted to get into schools because they wanted access to the children to bring them into their competitive clubs, whereas what you were saying was you had something that you wanted to put into the school, not go into the school to take something out.
No, not as our primary objective was not to funnel them into the direction of a judo club, but the side effect was that a lot of children were going to a judo club because we said,
that was a bonus.
Yeah, it was the bonus for sure for the judo clubs who need it, for the trainers who were daily active in judo clubs. They see that fewer children were involved, etc. They needed new children in their clubs, and we said, no, it's an interesting side effect if you put the values up front and make it as fun as possible. So our fundament, and we emphasize fun, the first three letters, we say it has to be as fun as possible. So we also had to work a little bit to change the mindset of the trainers we work with, that it's not the techniques up front, but it's the wrestling around, what the children love. It's fooling around. It's what's in the DNA of every child, boys and girls. They love that.
I get the feeling that it's not just you and Ziggy any longer, though, is it?
No.
Tell us about the growth of the operation and where you are now.
In the International Judo Federation, we have a commission with a lot of experienced people. For sure, me and Ziggy are involved, but we have Esther Stam, former judo player, also from the Netherlands and Georgia. We have Leandra Freitas, we have Sasu Sindic, we have Nicholas Messner. So we have a lot of experienced people who have experience in teaching children, learning about the values. They have a vision. They also see that it's a little bit different teaching judo to children in primary schools who didn't ask for judo yet, than teaching children who asked already to do judo in a judo club. So there's a little difference there. So we have a great team of people who are really experienced, and we really. I'm glad with the team and with the people and the enthusiasm and the investments of the president in the development of judo worldwide. So I'm happy.
And what's next on the agenda for you as far as a short-term goal? What would you like to see happen next in the near future for the Judo for Children project? Something you're working on at the moment?
We every day we are trying to shape the program. The biggest challenge is to make sure that if we work together with national federations, they understand that this is not really a project, because a project stops at some time.
Start date, finish date, end goal, move on.
This is a program, or more or less, it's like building an organization within a federation or within a country.
Sorry, how would somebody go? Let's say that there's somebody out there now who is a judo coach and wants to do something in a school. How would he go about making contact with you, and how would that work? How could somebody say, yeah, I'd love to be involved in this Judo for Children project? How could I go ahead and do something?
It's pretty easy. Go to igf.org and look me up in the commission. And our email address and our phone numbers are on the website, and you can reach out and we can help you. We have all kinds of materials, guidelines, documents prepared. We have online and offline tools. And let's see if we can work together.
Do you have some kind of coaches program so that somebody, for example, would say, look, I have my level 1 or level 2 coaching certificate, but that's just nothing specific for children? Is there something that they could get involved in as far as a coaching qualification or some kind of course, or could they attend something like that?
No, we're working with the IGF Academy for sure to build a course, an academic course. But we have now over 400, perhaps 450 judo teachers around the world under our responsibility. So we need to guide them also with our online tools, our offline tools, seminars, and
so those things can supplement their coaching qualification that they've got from their natural federation. Then go to ijf.org, go to the online tools. I mean, because I've seen some of the material; it's really professionally produced. Yeah.
Sure. I think what I mentioned before, you have to see it as an organization. It needs dedicated attention, so it needs quality. And we try to do our utmost, and any feedback from the International Judo family is always welcome. I'm always interested in hearing about projects people have set up themselves, or federations who have great projects. We can learn from each other. We want to share experiences. Only if we work together, we can make sure that every child worldwide should have the chance to get acquainted with the values of judo.
Okay, Ruben, thanks very much for taking the time to join us. IGF.org, you can click on that link. There really are some very, very well-produced material there that you can get access to. And as Ruben has just said, you can message him or email him, and he'll do his best to help you out in that area. Thanks very much, Ruben Houkes.
You're welcome. Thank you.